So friends, you are joining with the Viki Lab channel. So there's a Facebook fan page as well. You can like us there and join our Facebook group as well. All the links are shown in the description. So basically today we are going to cover our latest video on how to identify the pins of an 2N3055 transistor. So basically this is a power transistor which can help us to draw about 15 amperes max. So there's a major issue regarding how to identify the pins of this transistor correctly. So we are going to discuss about that issue today. So considering that to identify the pins of this transistor, first we should look up on its datasheet because it gives the clues which pins are which. So let's look at the PDF right now. So basically now you see the PDF on the screen. So this to identify the pins of this transistor, basically you need to look at the last page where they indicates a clue on identifying the pins of this transistor. So let's go to the last page of this PDF document. So on the last page they have indicated and clearly drawn the plan of this transistor. So let's consider about the plan. They have labeled 1 and 2. So on the right side of the PDF document you see that 1 pin denotes the base and 2 denotes the emitter, and they have clearly indicated that the case is the collector. So if you were wondering where is the third pin, it's basically the metal case. So basically the metal case becomes the collector and one of these two pins becomes the base and the other becomes the emitter. So let's try to identify these pins correctly. So basically looking at the plan you see that they have indicated the dimensions towards your right side which measures those dimensions in inches. So if you consider this according to the plan, this layout is not symmetrical at all. So basically if you consider the distance from this hole to this pins and from this hole to this pins, it's not exactly the same as shown in the PDF document. So let's consider the deal. So considering the distance from this hole to this pins, it is less than the distance from this hole to this pins. So I have correctly placed the transistor according to the drawing shown on the PDF. So according to that, the pin number 1 is the base and pin number 2 is the emitter. So that's how we identify the base and the emitter correctly. But if you are wondering like how are we going to measure this distance or judge this distance by the eye, I have a solution for you. So for this test we need a multimeter which is on my desk right now, and with the help of the multimeter we are going to clearly identify these pins irrespective of the distances and all the trouble going to look out in the PDF document. So it's clear that the outer casing is the collector because they have clearly indicated. There's no doubt regarding that, only doubt regarding the base and the emitter of this transistor. So let's consider how we find out which is emitter and which is base. So for this test you need to put your multimeter to the diode. So basically put your multimeter to the diode mode and have it like this. So you can see there's no reading, and you can use the leads and connect it like this. So basically there's no reading when we touch the pins, which means you have the reverse connections. So what you have to do is just swap the wires and check whether there's a reading. So you have a reading on the multimeter. So now basically the red wire points to the base and the black wire points to the emitter. So now you have clearly identified the base and the emitter of this transistor. So but you have also noted that in reverse direction it won't work. It will only work in one way, and that way will point the red wire to the base and the black wire to the emitter. So what you have to do is now just take some permanent marker or something like a Tifex and mark which is the base. So basically I will put a dot to denote the base, and the next to denote the emitter. And it's of course a good habit if you just bend the pin a little, so that during soldering and other purposes you might note the base clearly. So I bent the base and this is the emitter. So that's how we identify the pins of this transistor. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Subscribe and wait for more videos with Viki Labs. Thank you very much.